Hello, 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 everyone. Check out what I got here. I have, I'm doing this totally in between periods of this Caps Pens game, which is starting out pretty good. But I wanted to do this, and this was a good time. So we'll we'll do this for a little bit. Let me just check that the stream is working and that I can see your guys' comments. This was a good time. All right. So we'll we'll do this. There we go. And this looks like, there we go. Hello. Happy New Year. All right, yeah, so what I have here is very simple. So obviously we put out the precision drive. For those of you who don't know, I started a pedal company with a couple of my buddies called Horizon Devices. And this is the first pedal that we put out. Pre-orders have been coming out for that. Let's see, is that sharp? That's about as sharp as it's going to get, I guess. Yeah, I'm sort of doing a interesting setup here to get this to work. So hopefully this all works nicely. And in fact, let me just check something on my camera real quick. Or no, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. All right. Anyways, yeah. So I put out this pedal. Well, we have pre-orders up, but no one has one yet. And I figured I would just demo it out. And, you know, we have demos online and all that fun stuff. But the one thing is, people were saying like, oh, you're going into an Axe FX. You're going into all this crazy stuff. So I actually wanted to do a super simple setup. This is actually surprisingly simple. So all this is the precision overdrive. It's going into this Echo Rack pedal because I'm going to showcase some cleaner sounds with this as well. But the thing I'm going to show you right now is the precision drive into the 5150 overdrive by MXR, which is a really cool pedal. That's just direct into my interface, and then I'm using a free Cab Sim IR. It's that Lapau, however you say that company, and some free Mesa Cab IRs I found online. So that entire side of things is free. So let's hear. You guys can hear that, hopefully, right? So this is with the EVH pedal on. It's a pretty cool sound right there. But here's what an overdrive does to that. So yeah, you can hear what that's doing if I, compare it real quick. So a lot of people wonder exactly how I use an overdrive or how you'd use it in a rock or metal context, and that's it. It tightens up the tone. A lot of people's amps will kind of sound like this and be kind of flubby in the low end. So the whole point of this is it just tightens up the front end. But we also have the gate, which tightens up the front end as well, because you normally put a gate after the drive to basically mitigate the extra noise that the drive brings in. And then this one can be set kind of tight. I have it maxed out right now to where it's like catching it pretty well. Without that, so that's kind of a huge part of our sound. Now, the other thing that's interesting with this is this attack knob. So this basically is controlling where the high pass filter is, and in turn that's affecting the mid bump and how the volume, gain, and drive controls sort of are shaped. So for example, if you let more low end through, you'll get more output. If you turn the attack knob all the way up, you'll actually get a little bit less. It goes super tight and stringy. So for that sort of typically gent sound, you turn this all the way up there. But if you turn it all the way back, it'll let all the low end through. and you get a big round, almost fuzzy sort of sound. So for example, if you were recording and you wanted to have like sort of big chords, but it's a little bit woolly there, so you know, all the way up, and that's kind of good on its own. I'd find in a mix that might be a little bit too nasally for big open chord sections. So again, you can dial this in depending on the tuning, depending on the guitar, the amp, or whatever you're running into. That attack knob will probably change. The sweet spot will probably change, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Is I found with a lot of overdrives, you know, you didn't really have a one-size-fits-all solution. It would work better with certain amps. Like I found that there were certain overdrives that worked better, for example, with Mesa rectifiers, but that they didn't really have the same effect on a 5150 or something like that. So with this, the attack control, that gives you a lot of control there. With a built-in gate, you're not adding any extra noise to your rig, and you also don't need to get an extra noise gate to mitigate the noise that this will add. So, yeah, by the way, I also just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's already ordered one. That's kind of why I wanted to do this, was because so many people have ordered this pedal, and you know, it's obviously not out yet, so it's on a pre-order basis, and the response has been overwhelming. We can't thank you guys enough. Just looking through at some of the orders that we have Adam Lopez just ordered one. Thank you so much for that. Jonathan Cooper, Jonathan Daniels, Sean Frost, Lee Palmer. This sounds French. Bastien Renaud, I'm gonna guess. I'm sorry if that's wrong. Christian Bystrom, Josiah Forlong, Kevin Atkinson. Thank you so much. Warren Michalski, Daniel Duer. Like, seriously, thank you so much for ordering, guys. It really means a lot to us. And I kind of just wanted to do this video to show you some of the sounds. Oh, that's funny. This thing's going in front of you're seeing my cursor. Anyways, but yeah, like the response has been really cool. We've had to order a lot more pedals than we thought we were gonna order just to meet the demand, and the orders seem to just keep coming in. I'm so happy with how this pedal came out. I think it sounds incredible. I think it looks really awesome too, and it's pretty straightforward, as you can see. Let's mess around with a few other sounds here. So one of the cool little surprises was this really was designed to be a metal overdrive or a rock overdrive, as you can see the context that I'm using it in. So that was you know, the design goal number one. But what we found out as a cool byproduct is this attack knob works really well in a traditional overdrive context. So I'll show you that now. And this is actually pretty interesting, because right now this is literally this pedal into a cab sim. So if we turn this attack knob all the way up, what we found, and we get this drive up just a little bit, what I found was that it sort of imparts a single coil style character. So I've got humbuckers. This is my Juggernaut neck sound here. So without it, you know, that's literally just guitar into a cab sim. There's no amp there. And this is with the overdrive. Now let's get some delay on that, because I really like this echo rack. I've been playing around with it. Let's get a little bit more drive on that. This mix here. So we'll just turn the brightness down a little bit there. Let's turn the gate down a little bit on that as well, because it's catching it. You'll have to excuse my bad playing. I don't have anything prepared. I'm just kind of jamming around on this. So this is the neck pickup, right? But as you hear, it has that sort of, again, without the drive, it sounds like the... Now if we... Here, let's take this gate down a bit more. If we turn the attack all the other way around, becomes this fat sort of... And let's get this drive going up. So you can see what the attack knob is doing there. It's a really drastic difference. And again, remember, this is just the Horizon Devices pedal into an Echo Rec, just direct into my interface, into a free IR cab loader and free free cab sims. So a free cab sim loader and free cab sims. So it's a pretty inexpensive setup. And you can get a wide range of tones. For those of you just joining in, so let's go back to sort of metal tone. Let's go back to metal land here. Kind of like these are the sort of settings that I tend to gravitate towards. Yeah, without. Without. Someone's asking what's the 5154? That is literally like my amp that I'm using right now. People were saying that I was using too expensive a setup. I mean, obviously the guitar is very nice, but everything else is pretty inexpensive. It's just this MXR pedal into my interface directly. Someone's saying Marigold. All right, let's get Marigold going. So yeah, let's do it with this setting. Yeah. Wow, I can't even play. I gotta practice. This is what happens when you don't tour for 3 months. anyways, that should kind of show you the various sounds that you can get using this pedal, and a very minimal setup. I'm actually surprised with how well this setup worked, considering that this is what I'm using as my amp. This is the overdrive, and it's just free cab sim and free cab sim models. So, yeah. Hey, I've always said work with what you have. You really don't need much to have a killer tone. I could use this tone. I mean, you can hear it. It's really legit. I'm very surprised. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I am going to go back to watching the Caps destroy the pens. Fingers crossed. Later, guys.